Today we're making pizza roses. All you need is pizza dough, pizza sauce, cheese, and pepperoni. Roll it up. Place in cupcake tray. Sprinkle oregano. Bake for 20 minutes at 425. Asking my chef friend to turn my McDonald's gourmet.
Okay, we got Mickey D's French fries, double quarter pounder with cheese. We're gonna make a beef pithivier with pomme puree and sauce charcuterie. I'm gonna save these onions and these pickles. I'm going to sear the burgers in some olive oil. While my pan is heating, I'm gonna get after these French fried pomme puree. I'm gonna add a little bit of milk and cream. I'm gonna add some garlic, and I'm gonna add some bay leaf. I'm gonna take these burgers, I'm gonna say goodbye to the bun. Bye, bun. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna sear it. Just really wanna condense that flavor. Wonderful. Now, here go the fries. This is for our pomme puree, which is a fancy way of saying mashed potatoes. I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt, and we're gonna go ahead and try to build our beef pithivier or beef Wellington. Okay, first things first. I'm gonna take the spinach here, and that's just gonna help loosen. I'm gonna put this in between the two burgers. Now we're gonna mix these two together. Okay, let's build a Wellington. We've got our burgers. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of center it right there. Now I'm gonna invert the cheese. We're gonna take this, and we're gonna wrap it in something decadent. Absolutely lovely. Lay down a couple sheets. We're gonna put our beef on there. We are going to wrap it in puff pastry. I'm just gonna brush the inside. We're gonna have a separate sheet that goes on top. We're gonna take this, we're gonna mark it, cut it just a little bit, get into the, toward the end. And she's gonna go right in the oven. We're gonna reduce that, some beef stock. We're gonna give this just a little bit of a reduction. We're gonna wait for this to boil. So we're gonna take our pickles and we're gonna take the time. This is gonna be a really nice presentation piece. Pickles and onions go in. Everything's cooked down. We're gonna pour this in here. It's nice and easy. Thin it on low. Now I'm just gonna push it through a sieve and back into a pan. We're gonna let that cook out a little bit. These are looking good. Take our butter, break it, it's just it. And voila. So that's ready to rock. These mashed potatoes are looking good, these pomme puree. And now let's check out our pithivier. Okay, we're gonna let that rest for just a second. Oh, do you hear that? Oh my.
Oh man.
So you've got the puff pastry, the prosciutto, the two patties. See a little bit of that cheese kind of hold everything together, and the spinach and artichokes in the middle. A little bit of chive, our pomme puree. It's lovely. And I'm going to finish this dish tableside for you, as in true fine dining fashion. Good evening, sir. We have our beef, spinach, and artichoke pithivier with pomme puree with a lovely sauce charcuterie.
Thank you, chef.
My pleasure. Bon appetit.
Easy lunch recipe. Rock steak in hot oil. Add Montreal steak seasoning. Add butter, garlic, and dill. Baste steak. Repeat other side. Add rinsed garden potatoes to stir. Stir. Add splash of milk. Add garlic salt. Yum, 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 yum.
I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. I believe that you're for me. I feel it in our energy. I see it's written in the stars.
There's this girl on TikTok who makes her bagels like this, so I wanted to try it. I sliced the bagel into 4 pieces. The last one was a bit of a struggle. I made a grilled cheese out of the middle 2 pieces. Added avocado to the bottom. Mash. Then I seasoned it up. Red onions, Added the grilled cheese layer. More avocado. Mash. Add more seasoning. Fried egg. Finally top piece. Cut her up. Yummy, so good.
My lord, this is for surely busting.
Give me the jam.
I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I need food. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. What it do? I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. I'm hungry. I need something in my stomach.
Mediterraneans live for a really long time, and a lot of people attribute that to their diet. I'm making this Mediterranean salad, which is packed full of antioxidants and healthy fats. I start by chopping 4 cucumbers, a shallot, and 4 cloves of garlic and adding that to a large bowl. Then I squeeze a lemon in to get all the juice out and add mint and dill. After adding the seasoning, I took 2 containers of lactose-free yogurt, which I was super excited to find at the grocery store, and I added those. They're great for probiotics. I seasoned 4 chicken thighs with cracked black pepper, cumin, sea salt, and garlic powder. I cooked those in a generous amount of olive oil for 7 minutes until brown on both sides, let them sit for a little bit, chopped them, and added them to the salad. Follow to see more recipes.
When pizza and egg rolls collide, this is what you get. Paper down, pepperoni in, mozzarella cheese stick. Roll that thing nice and tight, you know what I'm saying? Give them a bubble bath, perfect golden brown. Brush with that garlic and herb butter and let that Parm and Romano reign. Plate it up, serve with your favorite marinara, and enjoy.
Baby, work it. Baby, work it.
Today I'm testing out Kylie Jenner's viral ramen recipe. Take my 2 ramens right over here, and we're not gonna cook this until they're fully cooked. Pour off most of the water. Grab an egg, and she says to crack an egg into a bowl. Mix that all up. Just place that right in here. Mix that up. Season with garlic powder. Mix it all up. A big chunk of butter, and you're just going to use the leftover heat to melt that butter. Transfer this mixture straight into a serving bowl.
Oof, I cannot wait to put you on these air-fried chicken and cheese taquitos. You'll need cooked chicken, cream cheese, garlic, shredded cheese, these listed spices written on the screen, and some Oaxaca cheese if you have. Now wrap some corn tortillas in a paper towel and microwave for about 1 minute until they're soft and pliable, then stuff with the chicken and roll them up tightly. Usually these are shallow fried, so you can do that, but I sprayed with some cooking spray and air fried till they were perfectly golden like so. Then top with Mexican sour cream, salsa verde, cotija cheese, cilantro, and that is all. Enjoy!
I'm all in, 'cause you're a whirlwind. Oh girl, you're a whirlwind. You're a whirlwind. 'Cause only you lift up everything you touch. 20,000 feet above the ground, yeah. When it gets too much, I still feel your love, and I know I'm never coming down. 'Cause you're a whirlwind, girl, you're a whirlwind. Ooh.
So I asked you guys what you call this, and it made me realize how many cultures have this delicious flaky flatbread. I ended up making it with some cilantro and garlic butter, and oh my god, you guys have to try it. It gave it this beautiful crispy exterior and soft interior. You can find the written recipe on my Instagram. The dough is made with just flour, hot water, a pinch of salt, and half a teaspoon of baking powder. After you make the dough, let it rest for a few minutes and then form them into equal sized small balls. You should have enough to make about 4. I roll each ball out into a really thin rectangle Spread my garlic butter mixture on top and then roll it into a log, kind of like you would with cinnamon rolls. Then you're going to want to stretch out the log and form it into a spiral. This is going to give you lots and lots of layers and it's going to make it really flaky. Let it sit for 5 minutes and then roll it out into a circle. Brush some more garlic butter on top and then cook it with about a tablespoon of oil on a hot pan. Look how delicious that looks.
Stop throwing out your potato skins. You gotta make these crispy potato skins instead. Welcome back to Scrappy Cooking, where I take common food scraps and turn them into delicious recipes like these crispy potato skins. Air fryer tray or baking sheet, air fry for about 10 minutes.
Credit whoever posted this chicken recipe first. It is amazing. You're going to take 2 breasts and you're going to do a dry rub. 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 1 teaspoon Italian seasoning. You're going to sear that in olive oil about 5 minutes on each side. Make sure to cook it through, flip them over. Next, for the topping, I measured with my heart a cup of ranch, a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese, some garlic powder, and then I added cooked bacon in mine, and it was amazing. Put this on top of each cooked breast like so. Next, you're going to take shredded cheese. I use Monterey Jack cheese, and you're going to put that on top of that mixture on each breast. Then sprinkle with breadcrumbs. Put this in on broil. I put it in until that cheese looked golden brown on top like this. It is so good and easy to make.
We've been making videos and recipes with Trader Joe's stuff for about a year now, and this is by far our best recipe. It's our honey Aleppo puff pastry pull-apart. So we're going to start by mixing cream cheese, honey Aleppo, and Parmesan cheese in a bowl. Then add your shredded chicken and add as much sauce as you want. Then get your puff pastry sheet and add the chicken mixture into the middle, and then slice as you can see here. And then once you're done pulling out the corners, you fold the tops down over the chicken and then start braiding the little strips of puff pastry over the chicken mixture. Then once you're done with that, we're going to get melted butter, garlic, parsley, and then mix that up and then brush it on top of the chicken mixture. And then bake at 375 for 25 to 35 minutes or until brown. This really is amazing. If you try one thing from our page, this should be it.
Hi, my name is Miriam and I'm addicted to carbs. Here we have some buffalo chicken calzones, some Korean cream cheese garlic bread. You guys don't understand how happy it made me. It came out so good. I made some milk bread just for Oikawa, twisted pretzels with homemade cheese sauce, as well as these heavenly fluffy butter rolls. They were so delicious. Starting to realize I make way too much bread. But we're not done yet. Here's some homemade pita bread, copycat Annie sour cream and onion pretzels, some perfect dinner rolls, copycat Annie cinnamon sugar pretzel bites, as well as some normal pretzel bites with cheese sauce. I made homemade Raising Cane's Texas toast, the perfect garlic knots. All of you guys went crazy over this recipe. I made the Texas Roadhouse rolls, but 10 times better. And of course, we can't forget about Olive Garden's breadsticks, some cream cheese and jam danishes, garlic butter naan, as well as the savory pull-apart bread. And that's not even all the bread recipes that I posted on my page, but there's definitely a lot more coming.
Alright, so I don't know about you guys, but my mind runs wild at night. And last Thursday, I was like, man, I want to make something I've never done before. So I thought, okay, chicken fajitas. I'm really in the mood for chicken fajitas, right? But I'm trying to be a little healthy. So what can I do to make chicken fajita healthy other than just taking out the tortilla, you know? So I thought about some freaking sweet potato chicken fajita boats. And I had to make this. Like, I had to see if this worked. And honestly, at this point, I'm pretty much ready to stuff anything inside a sweet potato. You guys can also totally wait for the sweet potato to cool down. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I did burn myself, but it's okay. You can also cut the end of the sweet potato. I just was too thirsty to try this recipe to see if it worked. I use pepper jack cheese, but you could use whatever kind you want. It really doesn't matter. I'm so gonna make this like once a week, guys. It was so fire. Please try this and let me know what you think.
Let's make Korean corn cheese. 2 cans of corn, finely diced onion. And you see the liquid at the bottom? Cook this on medium heat until all of the moisture has evaporated. Now reduce the heat to low. Add a tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter, and a pinch of salt. Now add a 1/4 cup of Japanese mayo. You can see how creamy it is. And add lots of mozzarella cheese. Now cover until the cheese is melted. And I actually like to eat this right from the pot.
Okay, these potatoes are going to change your life, and if you don't believe me, just listen to this. They're crispy, garlicky, buttery, parmesan-y. I don't know what more you can ask for, so let's make them. After you peel and flatten each side of the potato, cut it into squares about 1/2 inch thick. Now we're going to use a chopstick to make cuts going along one direction without cutting all the way down. Then rotate it and repeat the same in the other direction. To make your garlic butter, just mix all these ingredients in a small bowl. Brush the top and bottom of the potatoes and bake at 400 Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Take them out, brush with more butter, and bake for another 20 minutes. They'll be beautifully golden brown just like this. Garnish with more parmesan and parsley and enjoy!
Hey everyone, it's Ariana, and I think we can all agree that Tiana's beignets and the Princess and the Frog look so unbelievably good. Today we're making them at home, and they're just as good as they look. In a mixer, stir together a 1.25 cups of warm milk plus a 1.5 teaspoons of yeast, and let this bloom for a few minutes. Then add 1/3 cup of sugar and 1.5 cups of flour. And once that's all combined into a batter, you can add an egg, 2 tablespoons of butter, and an additional 2 cups of flour. Switch over to the dough hook and mix it for about 5 minutes on setting 2, and then about 2 minutes on setting 4. After your dough should be all smooth and fluffy, you can also do these steps by hand, but it's just a little bit of a workout. Cover your bowl with plastic and then set it into a warm place to rise for about 2 hours. Once your dough has doubled in size, punch it down using your fist and then roll it out to about 1/3 of an inch thickness. Cut out squares to the size you like and then heat your oil over medium-high, adding your beignets in. You want to make sure that it's bubbling so that they'll fluff up right away. Make sure to keep an eye on them because they brown super quickly, and then I finish them off with a little drizzle of honey and a mound of powdered sugar. Check out the full recipe on my Instagram where I reply to all my followers' comments.
Now what if I told you you could make this sandwich in under 30 minutes? Now let me show you how it's done. You're gonna cut up some chicken into strips, add some olive oil, some salt, some black pepper, smoked paprika, cumin, cayenne pepper, ginger powder, oregano, yogurt, and some garlic. Now for the yogurt sauce, it's gonna be yogurt, garlic, some cucumbers, olive oil, white wine vinegar, lemon juice. I added dried mint and basil and some salt and pepper. Now for the dressing, it's super simple. It's only olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, cilantro, oregano, and chili flakes. Now be careful because this sandwich is addicting. I serve it with onions and tomatoes. Now enjoy.
Another day and another crock pot meal. Let's make some beef stroganoff. Line your crock pot and spray it with some non-stick cooking spray. Dump in approximately 2 pounds of stew meat. Pour in both packages of your beefy onion soup mix. Now we're going to take 2 cups of beef broth and mix in about 1/4 cup of flour. Pour it on top. Slap on a little Worcestershire sauce on the top. Stir it all up. Now let's cook it on low for about 8 hours. Okay, I've cooked for 8 hours. Now I'm going to mix in about 8 ounces of whipped cream cheese and 8 ounces of sour cream. You guys, this smells delicious. Okay, I served it over some egg noodles and it is delicious.
You guys run to the store, get the ingredients.